Panama, followed by Switzerland. Panama, you have the floor.
Colleagues, this is the 5th time we meet within 2.5 years, a titanic effort never before seen in global affairs. Now we are here in Busan with one goal: to tackle the most visible form of pollution the planet and its people are suffering from: plastic. More than 2.5 years ago, we agreed to develop an internationally legally binding instrument on plastic pollution that addresses the full life cycle of plastic. For our colleagues that argue that production is not part of the mandate, let me correct the record. Production is part of the full life cycle of plastic. Excellencies.
Agradezco a Panamá. Now I
thank Panama.
Finish. If you allow me to finish, please.
Sorry for that. Please,
Thank
Panama.
you.
Siga, por favor.
Excellencies, we do not have time nor the resources to convene another round of negotiations. We must rise to the occasion and leave Busan with the world's first global treaty on plastic. I will allow myself to remind us why we're here. We are here because over the past 48 hours since we started work in Busan, a staggering 3 billion plastic bottles have been produced. Every minute, 1 million plastic bottles are purchased globally. Bottles that will further poison oceans, ecosystems, and bodies. We are here because microplastics have been found in the placentas of healthy women, both on fetal and maternal sites. Think about that for a minute. We are literally raising a generation that starts its life polluted before taking its first breath. If that doesn't alarm us, what will? We are here today because it's not just about our bodies. It's also about the health of the planet itself. Even at the world's highest peaks, plastic pollution is present. Snow samples from the Everest Base Camp reveal that 119,000 microplastic pieces per cubic meter are found. While we here sit debating and arguing over semantics and procedures, the crisis worsens and consequences multiply. Colleagues, progress is possible. In Panama, we have taken bold steps to combat the plastic crisis. In 2018, we became the first country in Central America to ban single-use plastic bags nationwide. Panama is a vivid example that change is possible, but let's not pretend this work comes cheap or easy. Implementing these measures requires resources and political will. Every time that we hesitate in these negotiations, every time that we soften our ambition, more plastic seeps into Earth and into us. The crisis is escalating too fast, and there are more and more voices demanding progress. Voices that are growing impatient, voices that want us to move forward. If we cannot agree on measures to reduce plastic production, a critical piece of this fight, let me ask this to my colleagues. Can we at least agree to curb our dependence on single-use plastics? These items account for over 40% of plastic waste globally, much of which clogs our oceans and threatens our ecosystem. Panama has already implemented this step. Many nations have too. What are we waiting for? We recognize that multilateral spaces like this exist precisely to negotiate and seek viable solutions, even in the face of disagreements. We are deeply concerned that due to the lack of consensus in contact groups, some colleagues consider not having a text in the treaty as an option. We firmly believe that failing to reach an agreement cannot be an alternative when facing a global crisis such as the plastic pollution. Furthermore, we emphasize the importance of addressing plastic pollution through a comprehensive approach that covers its entire life cycle. Mr. President, colleagues, plastic pollution is just not a crisis. It is an assault on our planet, on our people, and an assault on our future. And yet, here we are, tiptoeing around the truth, sidestepping ambition and ignoring the urgency that demands action. If we fail to deliver a strong, binding treaty, we are signing a pact of destruction for our planet and our people. Thank you very much.
I thank you. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.